This is 4Cred100's ChicKing Dead tutorial for everything you need to know since the game doesn't have an actual tutorial. So, let's get started. You'll spawn into the game by this computer. You'll be gray because that's the only colors you have. So, the first thing you're going to want to do, come to the computer and you can say username. You come here and you type in your name. So, There, I've changed my name. So now, you have a bit of customization. Cool. So, how do I change my color? Well, to the right of this computer, there's something called the nest. No one can bother you in the nest because the nest is only yours. The first thing you're going to see when you walk in is this chicken. Basically, this is how you change your colors. So you just slide them up and down. When you're a new chicken, you actually won't have all this room. You'll only have one straight line. You have to level up to unlock more color sliders. So I've hit level 15 and level 2. So I have 2 out of 3, which the third one is level 25. So you may be asking, well, how do I level up? So you're going to want to go into a game. The games are all the way over here. This is the hangar. This is where you play, obviously. I'll teach you more about that later, but for now, we're going to talk about the nest. So here you can see a couple of things. First is the computer. You can change your name in here without being bugged with everyone out there. And you can change your color and your cosmetics. So I have lots of cosmetics. So, how do I buy cosmetics? Good question. I'll show you after some gameplay. So to start playing the game, all you have to do is walk into the hangar and this black screen will start fading. That's how you know you'll start loading into a game. This is the map. The timer on the wall is how long we have until to start the game. So the game's about to start. And you can also look on your palm. So that's pretty cool. If you are familiar to Gorilla Tag Locomotion, this is the perfect game for you. It's basically the same thing. So, you use your hands to run around, and you have to claim 5 items. The med kit, the corn, the gas, the wrench, and the radio. Once you have an item, you bring it over here to this plane with the boxes. So the med kit goes here, wrench goes here, gas can goes here, radio goes here, and corn goes here. Once you've put the item in its box, you'll see a little notification below saying the person's name who put the item in, and then the item picture. Okay, so you may be seeing this little ball floating around your face. His name is the Locoroid. He is your little buddy and your helper during this mission to find all the items. So, the Locoroid has 4 spots for abilities. Press up on the joystick, left, right, and down. And you can have different powers selected. Now I'm going to show you how to give your Locoroid abilities to help you in your mission to escape this hangar. So when you want to change your little buddy the Locoroid's abilities, find a telephone booth that looks like this. Once you find a telephone booth, you grab your Locoroid and put it in the little hole and let go. Then you'll see a bunch of cartridges all on the walls. I already have cartridges in my Locoroid, so it won't be on the walls. To take cartridges out, all you have to do is click the button and you can grab them out. When they're actually in the slot, you can't grab them unless you go like that. So see, I have all these cartridges. So, all of these cartridges have different powers. So first, you're going to want to put them in the spots. So this would be up, this would be left, this would be right, and this would be down. So now that I have my Locoroid secured, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the abilities with all of these. You may be wondering how to get out of the telephone booth. All you have to do is turn around and the door will automatically open. So the half or quarter circles around your Locoroid, that is energy. You gain energy by running. But there is a little hack that you can do to get energy way quicker. All you have to do is grab your two hands, go up to a surface with two sides, and put them back and forth like this. You know you're getting energy when you see this little feather effect, like that. Okay, let's get on to the Locoroid abilities. So the first one we have is Booster. It looks like this. It's kind of like a rocket Locoroid. All you have to do, put your thumbstick or joystick to whatever you had selected, so up, left, right, or down, and then you press trigger. Make sure you're holding your Locoroid where you want to go, or you could go in a random direction. So say I want to go up, he shoots me up. But if I want to go forward, I point it forward, and I go forward. Even if I want to go backwards, I can just hold it behind me. Okay, the next ability I'm going to be showing you guys is Backstep. So it looks like two little arrows beside each other. So say you're running and there's a zombie behind you. Oh no, he's chasing me. If you select Backstep and press trigger, you go flying backwards. But when you're using this, make sure you don't fly into the zombie. So what I do to avoid that is I jump and then I backstep, because then I jump over the zombie's head and the zombie's like, where did he go? So that's a really good tip when using Backstep. The next ability I'm going to be showing you is Cube. This one a lot of people don't know how to use, so this may be good for people who are even playing the game but just have trouble with Cube. Okay, so select Cube. You'll see the cube, obviously. And then once you have it selected, have your hand down like this and let go of your trigger. So like throw it like that. So all you have to do, grab the Locoroid, have it like this, and then flick it and let go of your trigger. Let go of this one, not this one. When you let go of it, when you see the Locoroid where you want the box, you click this trigger. So I'll put this in slow motion. And boom, I have a floating platform. And you can just do parkour up. And boom, I'm at the top from my boxes. Okay, we're down to our last ability. Let me show you how it works. Select the one that is a Locoroid with a little pin underneath it. So say you're just running and you jump off a high building and you have pin selected, you press trigger and it stops you mid-air and you can turn yourself around. So this is really useful if you're gliding or running away, because you could just boom and go the other direction. Speaking of gliding, let's teach you how to do that. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is go to any high place. So I usually go on that tower, but since you guys are new, let's just go up this ramp, through here, and just keep going in circles until you get to the top. So now you can see that you're at the top of this tower. It's pretty high up, hey? That's the perfect thing though. When gliding, you want to have your palms out like this. So let me show you. So basically, all you have to do is T-pose in mid-air and you'll start gliding. There's two types of gliding. There's palm down and there's palm up. What I just showed you was palm down. Palm down usually means that you're gliding in like an eagle. So when grabbing items, which I'll talk about in a bit, that will help you get them faster. But if you want to glide across the map, instead of going fast, then you want to glide with an open palm, like this. See how far I got from over there? Let me show you the gliding pin strategy. So, have pin selected and use open hand gliding. Then what you're going to want to do is just click trigger mid-air. So I'm gliding, boom! I stopped and I can fling myself over here and the zombie goes flying past me. Another trick to really help you get across the map and help with your open hand gliding is when you grab a rope, you can actually fling yourself. So just grab onto the rope with this trigger, put your arm down, and swing forward, and then open hand glide. You can go super far, and this works with pin as well. so make sure you try it with your strategy. So you may be wondering, how does the game end? Well, the chickens have 5 minutes to try and escape from the zombies. So if the chickens last 5 minutes, that means they win. But if the zombies get all of the chickens, that means the zombies win. But there's something called the secret mission. The secret mission is you have to collect all 5 items like I showed you earlier. Once you get all 5 items, a cheerful noise will appear, and one of those levers that look like this, will be green. You want to pull that lever, but there's, I think, 5 levers across the map, so there's multiple. And if you get the lever, it's a lot of points. So make sure if you hear that noise, start looking. Now I'm going to show you all the locations of the lever, so you know for your next game. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. So the chickens actually just collected all of their items. So as you can see, this lever is green. So if the last chicken, which is gray, comes over and pulls this, the chickens will win. So here is the end leaderboard. At the top, it shows who won and the amount of time it took. Then, to the left is everyone in the lobby and how much score they got. Scores depending on a couple of things. Here you can see how you got your score. So locomotion is how much you use your robot. Victory is if you won. Infection is how many zombies you tagged. Survival is how long you lasted as a chicken. Okay, so more on the leaderboard. So Lookeroid is the robot. That's your total score. Items are the things you put in there. And below is your XP, coins, Z feathers, and H feathers. H feathers are a leaderboard for special cosmetics. XP helps you level up, which I showed you in the nest. The coins and the Z feathers go towards shop. So I'm going to show you shop and how you can get some cosmetics. So once you spawn in this area after a game, you'll see there's this little area over here. You'll know when you see ATM. Then there's a shop sign. Just keep going down the tunnel and you'll eventually come upon this. So this is the early access bundle. I recommend buying it. It's really useful. And this is the starter pack bundle, which is also really useful, and I also got it. But the not paid for stuff is over here. So these are all the hats. I own every cosmetic, so you won't see the prices. You can check them out yourself. These are all the shirts, and these are all the shoes. If you're looking for a quick cosmetic, kind of like party hat and gorilla tag, either of these shoes would be the best options because they're super quick. But I recommend saving for a cooler hat, like this one or this one. Okay, that's going to be pretty much it for the video. Please like and subscribe if this helped you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!